out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Okay, ready? On the ball, on the ball.
On second down, Evans looking for space. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. He's got a man, complete. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Evans will score. Touchdown, L.A. So he had the nice run to get him down there with back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap out his helmet and say, get me out, have to run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go.
4 yards remain for second down. Here's Love. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Throwing, Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Come on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll set up to throw. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The offense on third down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go now.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Back to throw now in his own end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Tommy Townsend in punt formation.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Packers 21, Rams 7.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and 9 now. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back in 60. Cut 19. Cut 19. Warriors 70.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Get up. Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
2nd and 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
18
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's got a man complete. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Trap 50, trap 60. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as it went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's one they certainly wish they had back, a loss of 8.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to surge ahead with Evans. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 6. Love looking to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cut, ready? 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready?
2nd and 3. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Quick slant to Watson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Let's go.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Here we go.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Love. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened,